Y'all, I swear I've seen celebrity scandals get messy, but nothing could have prepared me for what just went down in the Mackie household this Father's Day. If you thought Remy Ma and Papoose were gonna slide back into that perfect hip-hop love story image after all that Eazy the Block Captain drama, baby, think again. Because not only did Papoose just shake the whole internet by reuniting with the child he once ignored, the entire moment got leaked for the world to see. And from what my sources are telling me, Remy is absolutely devastated. She did not see this coming, she did not co-sign it, and right now she feels like the one person she thought would never betray her just did the unthinkable. And if you haven't seen that leaked clip yet, don't even worry because I'm about to break down every second, every hidden meaning, every raw emotion. So grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's unpack the mess that is now Papoose and Remy Ma's broken fairy tale. So, quick refresher for the folks who don't eat gossip for breakfast like we do. Papoose has always been painted as this loyal husband, right? The man who stayed 10 toes down while Remy was locked up, the man who raised her kids like his own, the man who would publicly drag anyone who disrespected his wife's name. For years, he was hip-hop's gold standard for a ride-or-die husband. But behind that image, real ones knew there was always a hidden wrinkle. And that wrinkle was his complicated relationship with his eldest child, who happens to be trans. Papoose has always danced around this topic. In interviews he'd either ignore it or brush it off with a vague, "family matters are private." Meanwhile, that child, now a grown man living his truth, was out here dropping little breadcrumbs about being abandoned by his famous dad. But the mainstream blogs didn't want to touch it. Not until now, because this Father's Day changed everything. I'm talking about a full backyard cookout situation. Music, cousins, uncles, the whole vibe. Papoose planned this so-called surprise family reunion and apparently didn't tell a single soul that he invited his eldest son to pull up too. So picture this, the music's blasting, people are taking shots, plates piled with barbecue ribs, and then this young man walks in. At first, only a handful of family recognize him, because he's been gone from the family circle for so long. Then, Papoose stands up, walks right up to him, and without saying a word, just hugs him. But not one of those polite church hugs. Nah. This man grabbed his son and held on like he was never gonna let him go again. And then you can hear him whisper, clear as day because somebody was low-key recording on their phone, "I'm proud of you, son. I'm so sorry it took me this long." Now if that don't hit you right in the chest, I don't know what will. The second that clip leaked online, the internet lost its collective mind. Fans were praising Papoose for finally stepping up, for doing what he should have done years ago. But here's where it gets spicy and messy. That video was never supposed to see the light of day. It was recorded by a family friend who claims they thought it was too beautiful not to share, but insiders are saying they sold it to a gossip page for a quick check. And now that it's out there, Remy Ma is allegedly raging behind closed doors because she feels completely blindsided by the whole thing. You see, Remy and this son have never seen eye to eye. There's been tension ever since she came into Papoose's life. Some say she didn't approve of how outspoken he was about being trans. Some say she felt like his existence was bad for the brand, which, if true, is pretty heartbreaking. Because while Remy was out here bragging about how solid her family is, this young man was doing interviews with smaller podcasts talking about how he always felt like the unwanted stepchild. So when Papoose went behind Remy's back to plan this reunion, he knew exactly what he was doing. He was choosing to fix a broken bond, even if it blew up his picture-perfect marriage. But it's not all praise for Papoose. While fans are cheering the reunion with his son, some industry folks are side-eyeing the timing. They're asking, why now, especially after that drama with Remy and Eazy the Block Captain, which allegedly damaged his public image. People think this is his way of reclaiming the good guy role. Meanwhile, Remy posted a cryptic story, sometimes loyalty is silent until it cuts the deepest. Fans are torn, some support her, others say a father reconnecting with his child is bigger than any brand. Either way, the tension is clearly still brewing, and Papoose's son? He's thriving in the middle. Overwhelmed by support, he even went live on Instagram after the leak. He thanked everyone but asked them not to bash his dad, saying, "I just Want to move forward. I forgave him long ago. We all mess up, but healing is better than hate. Honestly, he spoke with more maturity than most grown-ups, and definitely more than some with full PR crews. Fans, as always, went digging and finding old posts and interviews where Papoose's son spoke about feeling invisible, even saying, "I know my dad loves me. He's just embarrassed by who I am." That clip hit hard and made this sudden reunion feel both emotional and suspicious. Is it healing or just PR? Meanwhile, Remy Ma is catching strays. Instead of headlines for her music or Chrome 23, she's trending as the cold stepmom. Whether it's fair or not, the internet needs a villain, and right now, they've decided it's Remy, painting her as the outcast in her own household drama. What happens next really depends on who you believe. Some insiders claim Remy and Papoose have been living separate lives for months, just keeping up appearances. Others say this recent leak was the final straw. Remy's ready to walk away for good. Then there's the theory that Papoose is playing chess, polishing his family man image before the inevitable split so fans side with him. Twitter's been wild, with people either praising Papoose or dragging him for being absent too long. Meanwhile, Remy's defenders are pulling receipts, saying she always supported his kids and is being unfairly targeted. But let's be honest. Family drama isn't simple. It's layered, messy, and public life only makes it worse. The real victim? The son. He just wants peace, not pity, not clout. But peace doesn't trend, and rumors of a second video surfacing soon? If that's true, brace yourself, this story's about to blow up all over again. So now that you know exactly how the first bomb dropped, let's get into the aftermath, because trust me, the real chaos didn't even begin until after that Father's Day video made its way onto every gossip page in America. People thought the reunion hug was the whole story, but baby, the streets were whispering that once the camera stopped rolling, things got way too real, way too fast, and Remy Ma was right in the middle of it all, according to folks who were actually at that cookout. Once the tears and the clapping died down, Papoose's son, who had every right to, pulled Remy to the side for what people are calling the grown folks conversation. Witnesses say his voice didn't shake. He didn't scream, he didn't cuss her out like people expected. He just looked her dead in the eyes and asked, "Why did you hate me so much?" Phew. Can you even imagine being Remy in that moment? In front of family, cameras secretly rolling, your whole tough girl persona just crumbling? Some say she tried to play it cool, claiming she never hated him, that she only wanted what was best for her family. But apparently he wasn't buying it. He said something along the lines of, "Best for you maybe, but not for me." And that, my friends, was the real mic drop that didn't make it to the blogs. Yet of course, the messy family friend who leaked the first hug video has been shopping that second clip around to the highest bidder. So if you think this tea is over, think again. Once that conversation hits the internet, everyone's gonna have receipts showing that this reunion wasn't just a pretty Hallmark moment. It was an airing out of years of secrets that Remy thought she buried for good. Papoose has been handling the PR game like a pro, liking positive comments, resharing fan edits with his son, and quietly ignoring Remy Ma's passive-aggressive posts. Many believe he's emotionally checked out of the marriage and is now focused on rebuilding the bond with his son, who's won the internet's sympathy. The son, once in the shadows, is finally being seen. Though he's declined podcast offers to expose his story, insiders say if Remy keeps throwing shade, he might speak out. And when a hurt child speaks their truth, it could permanently damage Remy's image of loyalty and realness. Insiders say Remy Ma is now scrambling behind the scenes to do damage control. Word is, she reached out privately to Papoose's son to clear the air, but he reportedly left her on read. He doesn't want a PR apology, he wants real accountability. And that's not something you can fake or filter. Remy's best move now might be to stay quiet, hope the storm passes, and maybe drop a surprise single or Chrome 23 update. But fans aren't buying distractions, they're locked into this family drama. Meanwhile, some celebrity friends have gone radio silent. Unfollows, no more couple pics, no hashtags. Even Papoose is catching heat, praised for stepping up now, but criticized for years of emotional absence. It's messy, raw, and far from over. One thing's clear, the Mackie family dynamic has shifted for good. Rumor has it Papoose's son is working on a deeply personal documentary about his journey, from abandonment to becoming a voice for trans youth facing family rejection. Insiders say he won't shy away from calling out how unwelcome Remy Ma made him feel. Meanwhile, Remy's reportedly furious, not just at Papoose, but also at relatives who supported and even filmed the reunion. Her inner circle is cracking. And whispers of divorce lawyers are growing louder. Papoose, on the other hand, looks unbothered, posting silent selfies with his son, flipping the narrative from scandal to redemption. But fans know, behind those smiles are old wounds. And if those close to his son start leaking childhood stories, the Mackie brand could face its biggest fall yet. You have to hand it to the internet, only the internet can dig up a 15-year-old secret, blast it across every timeline, and turn a quiet backyard reunion into headline news. But maybe it was necessary. Maybe this messy, accidental leak was the push Papoose needed to confront what he broke and finally begin mending it. It's a reminder that no matter how perfect a couple looks in public, there's often real pain behind the scenes, the kind fans never see. So here's what we're left wondering, is Papoose truly changing, or is this just another act in the celebrity playbook? Can Remy Ma bounce back again, or is this her breaking point? And can a father and son really heal when the world keeps watching, judging, and replaying every old wound? Stay tuned, because this story isn't just tea, it's the whole pot boiling over. Hit that like button if you're here for the real gossip, subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this drama, and share this video with your messy friend who lives for a good celebrity train wreck. Y'all stay blessed, stay nosy, and remember, in this house, we always keep the receipts. See you in the next one.